So we just got done putting and making these two cabinets with the drawers, and now we're going to make the sink cabinet. The sink cabinet has the same thing, two sides, and there's a bottom, and at the top, instead of using a stretcher, I'm going to use a stretcher, but I'm going to turn it vertically. I'll show you that though. Let's just do it and see how it goes. So we have the side and there's a bottom. So we just simply bring these two pieces together. Like I said, no jigs are necessary when cabinet making. You want jigs, pay somebody for a jig you don't need, that's up to you. I thought about making some squaring jigs, but why? There's no reason for it. You just put those two together, flush them up, do your pre-drilling for screws. I always use, right now for plywood, 1 5/8 screws. All right. Just like that. Have your nail gun ready. Make it somewhat square as possible. And then nail them together. Flush it up. A shim under here. Using the persuasion tool, like that. Countersink. So this is the front of the cabinet. I use white oak solid 2-inch vertically like that, but I'm going to move the cabinet to make it easier to mount. Okay, put it like that and nail that on there. So I'm just going to put one nail in the middle on each side, and then I'm going to screw it. I just don't want too many nails. I don't want risk splitting it. Okay. All right. See better? So you got to be a little more careful with solid wood. And I just want to make sure that's nice and squared up. Okay. A little scary being close to the edge, but I think we're okay. That's nice. That's what you want, nice bite. There's no law that says you have to go straight in. I just do that sometimes to prevent splitting. Personally, I think it prevents splitting when you go at a slight angle. That way you're definitely not following the wood grain, you're more going at it crosswise. Just my philosophy. Okay, that's very strongly on there. A rough top's going to go on there, so that gives the cabinet more strength. We still need to put a back on here. Okay. Now we'll put the back on to help square it all up. We've got a little reveal on each side there. Flush here. Flush. See how we're doing here. Since there's nothing holding it here, we got to make sure we go evenly across. Right. So I cut this piece the same as this, and I'll use it in a little bit. Over here at the bottom, I have just a slight ridge showing. I'm gonna make it the same. There. No. This is. Might have to do it like that. Okay. And this will help place it. Okay. How are we doing up here? We're good. Okay. We'll get everything there. Okay. Going in a little bit, I'll push it out from the inside, and then just add a couple more nails. Doing the countersinking for all the screws. Tell you what, we'll use the drywall gun now, just for a little fun. See? When you pull straight up, that's not what you do. Okay, doesn't always work. Let's see what going on here. Maybe I need to be really straight. There we go. It takes a little more guidance than the, and that one didn't see as far as I wanted it. There we go. The sucker really went down. There's an adjuster on here. So I'm gonna go a little less deep, see what happens. But like I said, it's for drywall, for just barely pressing into the paper. That seemed a little bit far, but some of my countersinks are a little deep anyways. Okay, so there we go. It's got a little bit different action than a regular impact. Okay, that's it. Just for demonstration purposes, just placing them about halfway between on the ends. And then just take it down, and that makes it so you can easily slide it around the shop. I almost forgot about the rollout for this sink cabinet. So this is for the rollout. Gross, not grass, Gross, made in Austria. I'm going to be using these blocks to shim them out 1 inch. These use these dowel screws. And that'll just mount like that in there. We'll do the same thing with this slide. This one goes on this side. We'll put them a 1/2 inch back. Guess I'll just use 3/4 inch screws. Carefully push it there so it doesn't move here. Okay. Stab that in the middle. We're going to do this side now. Carefully push that up. Okay, screw in the back. Let's check it for fit. There we go. It's a little bit back. I like that. It's all working good. Okay. I'm going to add a few more screws. And that's it. So I'm waiting on the doors for this cabinet. It works. The slide motion is great. And I'm happy with it. And that's completing that sink cabinet until we put the doors on. I just now got done putting the drawer fronts on this cabinet and the doors on this one. And typically on a sink base, because I have this 2-inch rail, I'll put this at 4 inches and that one at 6 because it's got to miss the rollout. That way I have enough room to just screw in here without having to pull the rollout out. And yeah, that works for me. Okay.